The fast-moving Kincade Fire has forced even more evacuations in Sonoma County. Officials have given a firm warning to the holdouts. They say, get out now. Let's go live to KPIX 5's Wilson Walker with the latest.
Well, the fire came down off the ridge behind me. I don't know, I want to say around 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. It was incredibly still here overnight until those winds crested that ridge and just pushed the fire right down through here. That sort of a barn structure burned back there. And as you can see, a couple hours later now, there are still crews here out trying to put out hot spots all around this area. And again, several hours after the fire came through here. Now, back behind us is a house where I am told that 3 separate times today they have had to go and extinguish hot spots on or around the house. When we got here about 20 minutes ago, the house itself was on fire. This crew from the Grass Valley area was here on the spot, extinguished the fire. But as you can see up here on the hillside, there were a number of structures burned in this area, and further down the road, Katie Nielsen in a little bit is going to be able to show you a winery that was lost in the early morning hours here. Now, again, the scale of all of this kind of incredible. Healdsburg is completely deserted. Around 4 or 5, they really were getting the hard get out there. The last holdouts, the folks who had really kind of stuck it out to the very end, I saw them frantically throwing things in cars, trying to get out. Some of them, as police officers were shouting at them to leave. There's a tremendous line of traffic heading southbound on 101 right now as people continue to try to get out of this area. Even after all of the evacuations, you have people kind of coming out of the woodwork to try to get out of here as the wind kind of blows this fire generally towards the south. As we've been telling you, the evacuations have sort of been extended southward down towards Santa Rosa. So the sun not up, still so much uncertainty, and I think out here, if for all the folks out here running around, there's just a lot of confusion as well as to what is really going on. But firefighters just out here in force, up and down the 128 corridor here, trying to protect the structures as best they can as the fire kind of gets to do about what it wants with the weather working like this. So that is about what we can show you from our little spot here in Sonoma County. The wind coming and going, it's been incredibly intense at sometimes. Maybe a little bit subdued over the last half hour. Maybe I'm being optimistic. But that's about it here from Sonoma County. We will send it back to you in the studio.
Wilson, I've got a question for you. The people that are evacuating now, the people that are kind of getting stuck on the road, is it that they underestimated their potential risk, or were they staying in their homes perhaps with a hope of trying to protect them from the fire if it came there?
I ran into one family who said they had a stubborn father who just wasn't interested in leaving, and they waited and waited and had a sheriff's deputy literally in their face telling them they had to leave in Healdsburg. You've also had sort of some changing evacuation parameters as the concern has moved south. I think that's flushed some more people out onto the highway as well. So southbound 101 in Santa Rosa, a real mess right now.